All right, let's talk cloud security. The cloud, right? It's the engine behind pretty much everything we do online. But here's the twist. Its biggest strength is also its most massive vulnerability. We're going to break down exactly why that is, and more importantly, how a new wave of tech is about to change everything.
I mean, think about it. We live and breathe the cloud. It's the invisible foundation for our digital world, and it gives us this amazing, limitless potential. But that scale, that exact thing that we love about it, well, it's created a gigantic hidden problem. And here's why it's a problem. The cloud isn't this one neat little box. Nope. It's a huge, messy, constantly shifting ecosystem. Get this. A recent report on the state of cloud security found that a whopping 78% of organizations are using 2 or even more cloud providers. We're talking multi-cloud. And wait, it gets even more tangled. On top of that, more than half are running hybrid setups. So they're mixing their own data centers with public clouds. It's a lot. Now, all this mixing and matching is great for flexibility, for sure. But from a security standpoint, it's a nightmare. It creates this massive, sprawling attack surface with all these new risks and blind spots that are frankly almost impossible for a human team to keep track of. So what happens? Well, your IT and security teams are stuck playing whack-a-mole. They're in a constant state of reaction, just trying to put out fires in a system that's way too big to ever see completely. And the result of all that chaos? A pretty scary number, actually. 64% of cybersecurity pros say they aren't confident they can even spot cloud threats as they happen, in real time. And when you dig into it, the real heart of the problem is a people problem. 76% of companies say they have a critical shortage of cloud security experts. There just aren't enough skilled people to go around. I mean, look at this. We literally cannot hire our way out of this problem. The demand for people who know cloud security, who know identity management, it's through the roof. But the supply, it's just not there. So the big takeaway here is that we've hit a wall. We've reached the human limit. Okay, so if people alone can't solve it, what can? What if our defense systems could start to think for themselves? Well, that's where AI comes in, and it is a total game changer. And you can see the difference right here. The old way of doing security was all about being reactive, right? An alarm goes off, a human has to investigate, and the whole process is slow. AI flips that script completely. It's proactive, it's automated, it's real time, it's about stopping threats before they even have a chance to get started. And this idea of being proactive, it leads us to something pretty revolutionary. We're talking about self-healing infrastructure. It's exactly what it sounds like. I want you to think of it like the immune system for your cloud. It's designed to automatically spot a problem, whether that's a security threat or just a system slowing down, diagnose it, and then fix it, all without a human having to lift a finger. And this isn't just a one-and-done kind of thing. It's a cycle, a continuous loop. The system is always watching, always fixing, and this is the cool part, it's always learning. So with every little issue it resolves, the whole system gets stronger and more resilient. So let's break that cycle down. It all starts with the system just watching, constant monitoring. Then the AI spots an anomaly, something that just doesn't look right. It instantly figures out the root cause, initiates the fix, and solves the problem. And then, like we said, it learns from that experience to make sure it's even tougher next time. Okay, so what does this look like in a real, honest-to-goodness crisis? Let's paint a picture. Imagine the worst-case scenario. Some of your critical servers start failing right at the moment when user traffic goes through the roof. In the old world, that's a sound the alarms, all hands on deck panic that could take hours to fix. But with a self-healing system, the AI spots the problem, figures out it's a hardware failure, and bam, it automatically starts shifting resources over to healthy servers to handle the load. We're talking about a fix that happens in seconds, not hours. The payoff for this is just huge. Your systems have way more uptime. Problems get fixed in minutes. You save a ton of money because you're not paying for all that manual firefighting. And of course, your security is just fundamentally better, with threats getting shut down before a human even knows they exist. So, this is all amazing, but what's the end game here? Where is this all going? The goal, the big vision, is what's called a lights-out data center. A data center that can completely run itself 24/7 with no need for any IT staff to even be in the building. And look, this isn't some far-off sci-fi dream. It's where the industry is heading, and fast. I mean, if the last few years have taught us anything, it's that relying on having people physically on site is fragile. This push for automation is all about building systems that are resilient enough to keep running, no matter what's going on in the world.
Which brings us to one last, really interesting question to think about. For so long, we've poured so much human brainpower into just keeping the lights on, just maintaining our digital world. So what happens when that's no longer necessary? When our infrastructure can heal itself, what will we be free to build next?